Now, teams from India and Pakistan will meet today at the Pakistani side of the Attari-Wagah border to discuss the modalities of the Kartarpur corridor project. Now, what exactly are going to be some of the talking points of this meeting that will happen in just a short while? First up, of course, connectivity at a 0 point and how many pilgrims will be allowed through the corridors and who are the people who can use the corridor and its facilities. And the most important point, of course, is that India is going to flag its security concerns over the presence of a leading Khalistani separatist, and 3 rounds of technical level discussion have been held with the Pakistani side, and they have been asked not to create structures that will in any manner endanger life and property on the Indian side due to flooding. And the Indian delegation that is going to be meeting will be led by the Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Anil Malik. And from the Pakistani side, we have the Director General of South Asia at the Pakistan Foreign Ministry, Mr. Muhammad Faisal, who will be representing Pakistani delegation. So both the delegations going to meet at the Pakistani side of the Attari-Wagah border to discuss the modalities in just a short while. In fact, if the meeting goes as per schedule, 9:30 is when they're supposed to meet, and after that we'll get to know what all were the points of discussion in the meeting that is going to be held in just a short while. My colleague Mohammed Ghazali joins us to give us more on what are going to be the modalities that are going to be discussed in the meeting today. So Ghazali, first of all, tell us, besides the Joint Secretary of the Foreign Ministry, who are the other people who are going to be the part of the Indian delegation, and what all are going to be the key talking points in this meeting that is going to happen in just a short while?
Yeah, actually the meeting will first focus on the security issues, because yesterday only the Pakistani government, they replaced one of the Khalistan supporters, Gopal Chawla, from the Pakistani Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee, which is looking after the Kartarpur corridor affairs in Pakistan also, which is involved in the management and which will look after the pilgrims who will be visiting the site later this year. Also, the government will first focus on the security issues of the pilgrims who will be visiting, because last time when the meeting happened for the first meeting in March, on March 14th, the government of India had proposed that the pilgrims wanted to walk through the corridor to reach the pilgrim site, the Kartarpur Gurdwara Sahib, but the government of Pakistan had refused it. So apart from this, the government will also push through this idea of the number of pilgrims who would be visiting, because the Prime Minister has also said in the past that they are wishing that the government of Pakistan would allow this corridor to be opened throughout the year, though the number of pilgrims could sort of be modified or could change on special occasions, on special birthday celebrations of the Sikh gurus. So on these issues and about the documents, what documents, because Indian government has been proposing that it should be a visa-free travel. They are also proposing that any visitor of Indian origin should be allowed to go through the corridor and visit the Gurdwara Sahib in Pakistan. Apart from this, one issue which has been a bone of contention in this entire corridor process is the causeway or the bridge, because the Gurdwara Sahib is situated along the Ravi River in Pakistan, and the Pakistani government was asked to prepare to construct a bridge, but they are emphasizing on constructing a causeway or a temporary embankment near the Ravi River. But the Indian authorities have also raised this issue that during rains the river Ravi gets flooded and the embankment could be damaged, and then it will cause a problem for the pilgrims. So these are the certain issues which will be highlighted, and the authorities are expecting that a final conclusion or a decision will be taken in the meeting about the modalities, that how pilgrims will be visiting it through the mode of transport, also the number of pilgrims, that what number of pilgrims should be allowed to visit on the first on the birthday celebrations in November when it opens. Apart from that, the security issues, that no Khalistani sympathizer or hardliner should be involved in the maintenance of the entire project or the entire pilgrim process, which starts in November this year.